Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at the Piney Woods Coaches Clinic in Longview, Texas. Here with the new head coach of the Mesquite Skeeters, Coach Rafael Thomas. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us, and a very busy time for you and your family.
For sure, man. I appreciate y'all having me. Once again, like I tell you all the time, the work that y'all do around the state is literally bars none. And like I said, I appreciate you, having my back a lot. And just like I say, I'm excited to get started, and I'm sure you got several questions about that. And,
yeah, we're gonna throw some.
But I appreciate you having me on. Seriously,
being an old baseball player, I'll throw you a few. We'll try to groove you a few fastballs here.
We love those. Nothing that moves.
There you go. Yeah, straight stuff.
Four seams.
Now, first off, Coach, coming over from Houston Yates, you did a great job there at Yates, kind of getting that program pointed in the right direction. When the Mesquite job opened up, what was it about the job that really drew you to throwing your name in the hat?
Man, honestly, it was just, I see what they have put into athletics, and they're trying to change the narrative with athletics. And Cody is an awesome athletic director. He's someone that I encourage anybody that if they're interested in working for someone, he is one of the guys to work for. Made me feel like, I was wanted, I was valued, like I was a prize. You say what it is. And that's good when you're trying to find somewhere to be where people are going to have your back. And man, just obviously the prestige of Mesquite as well. And just call it what it is. They're in the best district in the state, I think. And if you're doing this, why wouldn't you want to play against the best?
You're gonna be the best. You gotta play the best, right?
For sure.
Now, when you look at it and you've met you're in a transitional phase still. You're still wrapping some things up at Yates and transitioning to Mesquite. But I know you've had a chance to meet your kids. What was your message to your kids when you first met with them?
Oh man, honestly, what I did at Yates is first thing you come in and do is you let them know, we're not here to just participate. Okay, we know who we play. We're not worried about that. We're going to focus on the us versus us motto and controlling the controllable and what we do. And man, I told them we're going to work. We got to change the mentality. We have to come in and change the mental toughness and all those things that go into just winning. We want to create that winning culture. All the doubting and the negativity and this and that's got to go out the window across the board inside that field house, and we're going to do it.
And you mentioned the winning culture. You've been a part of winning programs as a player and as a coach. And obviously, you got to have talent. You got to have good coaching. But you mentioned the mental side of things, and that's something I think you mentioned you can control. Do you, when you get into your off-season program and you really get going, obviously you're going to lift weights, you're going to run, you're going to get in shape. But do you sit down and kind of have those classroom type sessions with your kids to talk about mental things?
We go through. We'll have character development. We'll have football school. We'll have all those things that play into the mental side every day. As far as we'll have a lesson in place every day, or somebody will talk about the mental side and the character side of what we do on a daily basis to help our kids grow in that area.
Now, talking about the transition, I think people, high school football, casual fans, think of things and they think of what's on the field. But for you, you're moving your family. You're trying to find a place to live. You're getting to know new kids. You got to get to know teachers in the building. All those types of things that go into it. So my question is: Are you getting enough sleep right now? Because you're probably not going to get a whole lot of sleep the next couple of months, right?
I'm not getting much sleep now. I didn't get much sleep at my last stop because I can say it now, but I did so much traveling back and forth to my family in East Texas. From where I live at Missouri City, traveling to Yates, it was like an hour and 15 minutes to get to work every day because of traffic.
Sure.
And my family's 4 hours away. They weren't down there in Houston with me, which most people wouldn't know that until now. So I'm used to it, and it doesn't faze me because within the grind, it's just some things you have to do.
Sure. How excited are you and your family to ingrain yourself in the Mesquite community and become Skeeters?
Oh man, it's amazing. My wife. My wife was all in on it, and that was the biggest thing. She had some pushback of moving to Houston. That's not ultimately why she didn't come, but when it came to Mesquite and Dallas, she was like, "I'm in," and that makes my job so much easier. We look forward to getting in the community, learning all the tradition and prestige and things that made Mesquite what it was and what it can be. We want to get out and learn that and do those things.
Now, final question for you, specifically in your all-season program, what do you think? You mentioned the character development. you got to do some evaluations, that kind of thing. What do you feel like is the most and you got a little more time. I think people don't realize when you took over at Yates, you took over in July.
Yes.
You're taking over a little bit earlier this time, so you actually get some off-season time. What's off-season priority number one? You're going to get to learn your kids and learn your personnel, but what do you got to get done right away when you're up and running full time?
Obviously, we got to evaluate our coaches, because you're as good as the staff that you bring in and the staff that you assemble, and also just like I said, the whole mental cycle. I'm taking over a team that's been 4-16 in the last 2 years. Won 27 games, I think, in the last 6 years. So it's been a struggle per se. But you have to come in and get those kids to think forward and not think what it's been in the past. And that's where that mental and that character development and mental toughness, all those things come into play. And as I stated before, we're going to do it. We're going to change it. And it starts with me. I have to model what I want to see from them.
Well, Coach, we're going to need some Skeeter gear. It's one of my favorite mascots in the state of Texas. We love some Mesquite gear. Congratulations on the new gig, and good luck in 2025. We appreciate what you do for student athletes.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.